Hello everyone. I'm finally back after so many weeks to do my Wisdom Wednesday live. Yeah, it was Wednesday today, and I said, you know what, Mariam, this week, as I did my intuitive guidance for the week in my close group that is happy, healthy, and blissfully free, one of the guidance that came up was that you must buckle down and honor your commitments. And one of the commitments that I had made is to empower you people in this group, in this business page of mine via my Facebook lives, to help you to overcome work with the negative energies in our life and help us to free ourselves from all these negative energies so that we can move forward in our lives and live fearlessly. It has been my struggle, and I'm still struggling with it, and I'm always working on myself to being an empath. If you don't know what is an empath is someone that is always having issues with energies, because they're very sensitive to energies. And when I realized that I was an empath, I was sensitive to energies, that's when my life started changing. Instead of thinking, oh, people are trying to harm me, I realized that, you know what, people's the state of beings that people are in has an effect on me. If they are negatively thinking or they have negative issues in their life and I come into their presence or they come into my presence, then it affects my energies. And very, very sensitive to energies. So in that way, I was always being affected. And then it used to turn into physical pain in the body, then thinking something is wrong with me. What is wrong with me? Going to doctors and then not finding the answer there. And then when you don't find the answer with the doctors, then what you think? Oh, you think someone is trying to do black magic on you and witchcraft on you, and they're trying to harm you and hurt you. So that has been my cycle of life. And I have helped myself, and one of the ways that I've helped myself is by learning to work with energy. And I did share in my first two videos the first two steps that have really helped me. And if you haven't watched those videos, then let me know. I will tag you in them. They're quite some time back done, could be somewhere in March or something. And so the first tool that I shared in one of the videos was grounding, and that made me very strong. It made me feel like I'm a tree, and this tree is such that it is strong. So even when the storms come and the wind, I can stand strong. So I had to learn to bring grounding in first. And then also, which I brought even before grounding and continue to bring, is called emotionally intelligent, where you have to know how to work with your emotions. So what you do is, when you're feeling angry, you have to feel that emotion of anger. If anyone has hopped on, it's been some time that I've come on live and I'm completing my 3 steps on helping you to work with negative energies on your life. Please free to let me know you're here and ask any questions. Just say hi. Thank you. So as I was saying is that so 1 minute. So as I was saying is that I lost my train of thought. There is so one of the things that I did was I empowered myself. Yes, it was with my emotions. So I empowered myself, and that is what I teach you all in video 2, to work with your emotions. Because if you are feeling anger, if you are feeling sadness, you are in a state of negative energies. So you become more, you start attracting negative energies much more easily. So you've got to work with your emotions, and how you do that is when you do feel anger, when you do feel hatred, when you do feel sadness, you just welcome those feelings. They are part of us. If we want peace, anger is the opposite of peace, right? If we want peace in our life, we've got to experience anger. So when the anger shows up, it's like allowing us to bring the peace up. So we've got to embrace the anger. We've got to surround it with love and acceptance, and say it's okay, and just make it feel good. and that's when you'll allow the peace to come up. But when we push our anger away, then we get in resistant mode, and it just starts affecting us even more. So video 2, I talk about helping yourself with your emotions. This step, the third step, is all about helping you to stand in your power and to speak your truth. What I was going to share before was quite some very like heavy stuff about how you must believe in yourself and stuff like that, standing in your truth. But what I realized in this time, that I'm glad that I didn't do that video then, because what I'm going to share with you today is what is going to help you to stand in your power and speak your truth. Because why you're not standing in your power, why you're not speaking your truth, is because you are so congested. The energy around you is so congested. So we need to open up the energy. When we open up that energy, then we will be able to find that power within us and speak our truth. So there's three things that I want to share today on that is to help you. Is first, number one, is to become aware of the people in your environment, or maybe even the things in your environment. I am very sensitive to clutter. So if clutter is around me, it affects my energies instantly and I cannot function. And it's the only time when I release that clutter and I clear up. That's only when I'm allowed. Thank you for the like there. And that's only when I'm allowed to start doing my work. And so when you see now, when you talk about, I was talking, become aware of the people in your field. So say for example, I'm going to just take real life examples. I'm doing my work, I sit in my room, I do my work, and then my maid comes into my room and she comes to clean up the room. And then because I'm noticing my energies much more than before. I instantly feel her energy. Now sometimes she could be sitting with her thoughts in her head and she's going through all her things. It's month end now and she's got this payment to make and her son is doing this to her and so forth. Then what happens is when she comes into my field, then I instantly feel it. And when that heavy energy of hers comes into my room, because now at the moment I feel her energy, she comes into the room, she's coming into my energy field as well. So I feel her energy, and then I noticed instantly that I am stuck with my work. I can't give my work focus. And as soon as I told her, you know what, leave my room now, come when I'm finished my work, then you come and clean up. When she left, I could actually feel her leaving that energy circle of minds, which I will talk about a little later in this live. And she left my energy circle, and I was instantly able to bring back my focus to my work and do my work. So that's what I wanted to say. Even it's with my husband, I feel it. When I'm in my room and he comes with his, I feel it. So that's when you learn to you need to feel onto the energies of the people around you. And you need to take back your energy. And one of the ways that you take back your energy is if there is ways you can't, like say for example, it was with my husband, and there were times that I wanted to do things and he didn't want, and I could feel it in my energy field. I could actually feel where it was stuck in my energy field. Then you've got to do a lot of cord cutting exercises. If you don't know, then you can learn. You can even Google it. You can Google, how do I release attachments from my energy field? How do I release these cords? And then practice it, or you book up with a energy healer like me or anyone else you feel comfortable who does this work, and then you get them to help you to learn how to cut this energy, so then later on you can even do it on yourself. They will cut it for you and help you, and then later on you can even learn how to do it on yourself. So that is one way, and that is the way you take back your power, because it's from your solar plexus that people pull your power, and sometimes those attachments are right there. So one of the things is become aware of how you feel around people. And just like how you have your house door, you won't let anyone enter. You won't let someone you don't trust enter your house. Similarly, now start saying no. That's your authentic power. Authentic power is to start saying no, 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 I don't want you. Like instantly I told my maid, please leave. I don't want you to clean my room right now, and I don't care. You can clean it when I'm done. And that's it. Even if it's with your husband or anyone, you learn to say, no, I do not want you in my field now. And just as much as you won't let anyone enter your house just like that. So you've got to do that. That's the first thing. The second one is, once they leave, right? They leave. Yeah, so now once they leave your energy field, now like my maid left my energy field, so I didn't do my work. I first checked how I'm feeling, how is the any tightness. If you don't know, okay, I can see the energy, I can feel the energy, but if you don't know, feel if there's still any tightness around you, then what you've got to do is you've got to clear that up. So I'm energy healer, so I will use my techniques, but you can also use anything else, like incense works very well in cleansing your energy. Salt, keep salt around you. Just throw it around you or something. It will cleanse your energy field instantly. Crystals, if you work with crystals, use the cleansing crystals like rose quartz. Just do it like when when we're cleansing our energies of jealousy and of the bad eye and evil eye, we go around and we just take that with, even with the crystal, the rose quartz, you just clean it. So that's why we clean using that salt and stuff like that, because it's not that they put the bad eye on us or they were jealousy on us, it's affecting our energy field. So that's why we use that salt to cleanse our field. So so you just do that as well. And the last step that you need to do is you need to learn to build this ring daily around you. You've got to need, one of the things that I'm doing at the moment is Tai Chi. Tai Chi is one of it's an exercise thing where you helps you to open up the energy levels in you. So what I'm doing now is when I'm opening up the energy levels in me, I'm becoming more aware of how far my energy is in the room. So that's how big my circle is. But when I wasn't doing Tai Chi and I was not opening up my energy levels and making them wide, then I was just building this ring around me and just closing my eyes and seeing a nice round ring around me, a rose quartz, pink ring, pink one, a white ring, whatever feels good for you. And in that ring now, you are in that ring. And what you do is when you're in that ring is, if you you can also call in protector angels, like when we read our prayers, our protection prayers, then instantly you can imagine that God is sending this lovely protecting angel, and they are standing around you, protecting you. Because one of the in the Islamic traditions, we have that when we read the verse of the throne, then an angel comes and he stands right next to you, then he's protecting you. So it's not just to read it, but read it and believe it. And in your mind's eye, try to see it. Try to see that there is this beautiful protecting angel right here with me. So then once you build this ring around you, then you see that. Read your protection prayers, your protection duas, and then see this this ring around you, and these angels are standing there, and know that they are there protecting you. During the day when you lose the sense of protection, that is why we encourage to continue to pray 5 times a day. Why? Because then that keeps that ring strong. We are continuously asked to read the verse of the throne, Ayatul Kursi, after every salah for that protection. We are even asked by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the messenger, keep reading your quls, your 3 last verses of the Quran. Keep reading it, and read it so that it gives you that protection. So you just do it now with more of a sense of envisioning it, visioning the circle around you. See how big it is, and as time comes, as you open your energies, you learn for this ring to get bigger, even more expansive it becomes, and then you see your angels blocking you. And I see it's working so well. I think that is why I could even come and do this live now. There were a lot of knots in my energy field, and I've been working a lot with it, removing these knots, removing all these tight knots and whatever is keeping me stuck from letting my light shine. That's it, I start letting my light shine, and then I start getting stuck again. These knots come up into my field again, and then again I need to work on it, and then I start shining my light again. But that's all. Never give up. No matter how many times, no matter how many people try to stop you in your life from growing, and you don't stop yourself. You continue to shine your light. You keep doing the work. You ask Allah, you ask God, you ask the universe to help you find the truth, because it is there. If the evil is there, the good is there. For everything we have the answer. We just need to ask Him and He will show us the answer. Yeah, so that was it. That was the third step. Yeah, and yeah, so I'm not sure when I'll come back live again. I'm starting a WhatsApp group where I want to, it's going to be a membership group where it's the month of Ramadan here for us, and we fasting, and I wanted to do a lot of empowering Muslims, especially on how to use all these beautiful teachings, energy healings, and to help themselves build a closer connection with Allah, with God, to build this beautiful connection with Allah. And to see it from, it was my journey, was that I kept on thinking Allah is outside me, searching for this, searching for that, stopping watching TV, or dressing properly, but it's not out there. You've got to get that connection from the inside. So I'm going to be empowering that is there. It is very important, but you also have to build this understanding to come from inside you. And also what I'll be sharing is lots of things like how I've spoken today about the verse of the throne and the goals, but using it in this way that I've spoken now. Use it in a practical way. So even with your 5 prayers, how to use it in a way that would even show you how to ground. So you don't have to go and practice grounding properly. You can instantly ground yourself every time you stand for prayer. And using the 99 names, because that was made a very, very big difference in my life. So using the 99 names in a much more powerful way, and also verses of the Quran, and using the verses of the Quran in such a way that it strengthens your belief. That's how I want to share this. So it's only 50 Rand to join for the month of Ramadan. If you're interested, if in overseas, it'll be only $5. And in South Africa, it's 50 Rand. And if you're interested, please PM me. I've got a lovely email set up for you, which has also got a story of how I started my journey, and finding this connection with Allah, and also the 3 steps to help you start to make this change. The first 3 steps that helped me start my journey, and I share it with you in a very story-wise of implementing these 3 steps in your life as well. So if you're interested, please PM me or with your email address, and then I will send you this email that has the video on it, and it has all the information about this WhatsApp group. Thank you. That's it for today. And until then, just want to tell you I love you, I believe in you, and I accept you. Bye for now.